What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corner Arcade. I'm Danny. This is Katie. And today, guys, we are going to break down a lot of cool topics. It's Chill and Chat, episode number 14. We meet once a week here, preferably every Tuesday night. We'll catch you live here. We got a couple people joining us tonight, 16 people in the chat. Let's go. If you haven't given this video a like already, be sure to and give a holler in the chat. Got a couple topics to go over. It's Time Crisis, Shophippo, Debacle. Good God Almighty. Mortal Kombat gets Spectate. Let's go. And I want to know what your guys' opinions is on 2024's re-release Deluxe style. We're going to chat about all that stuff tonight live. We'll catch you guys right after this one. All right, guys, we're back. You love that little
No.
you laugh every time I do that. All right, guys. Before we get started, we always go over what we're sipping. I'm sipping on the traditional Ghost Warhead watermelon. This stuff is bomb. And then, guys, just in case the night gets long, I got a Coke on standby. Honey, what do you got down
I
there?
really don't think you need all this caffeine.
Out of all the people, right?
A ton.
What do you got?
I've got a Pepsi Zero.
Pepsi Zero. Let's go. All right, guys, we want to welcome you aboard. We got 22 people in the chat, so let's bring you guys in now. Let me scroll all the way up the top here. We got Calvin Wong making an appearance. I know people chat before the stream, so, honey, if you want to pull that up, because some people had some questions there. Let's see. We got a new face in the house. We got Carl. Is that Dog? Carl Dog. Let's go. Says, hey, guys. Glad to catch you on live. Hope everything is doing well. Yes, we are doing well. So far, so good. What is, let's see, we got, this is a long name, Xbox Game Pass only biatch, okay? That's quite interesting.
And sometimes PS4. Oh, well.
Yeah, you can't forget about that. It's probably the longest name in YouTube history. Damn, I wish it was 12:25 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon here because I'm working but want to watch this. Hey, man, you can always catch us on the replay, but we appreciate you tuning in live. We got Waze coming in here, like saying, let's go. That's right. Christopher Camera in the house. Always welcome aboard, man. Glad to see you. Let's go. Looks like we get a new name here. Kim Sama says, I rated the video 5 stars. Let's go. Let's go. Peter McNabb is in the house. Hi. We got our first super chat tonight right out of the gate from Council Fanboy. Let's go, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. The $4.99 super chat says, you are my favorite and only Arcade 1-Up YouTuber that I watch. Long live the Corner Arcades. Look at that. Glad to see you back, buddy. I know you were kind of took a little hiatus there, but now you're back in the game. So welcome. I told you, man, Home Arcade is never going to die. Let's see here. We got Luke is in the house. Luke says, can I see the height of that, was that MK2, ML2 arcade compared to your height? Trying to see if I can fit it. Are you talking about the Street Fighter Dynamo, or which one are you talking about? Let us know. Or the MK Deluxe. JR's in the house. Let's go, everybody. Says hi. Paul Mindummin is in the house. Says, this is the best episode of Super Game Room Dudes ever. Yes, let's go. I mean, you're an honorary Super Game Room dude, because P-Dubs wants to hire you for the show, but I don't know. She's under contract with the Corner Cave, man, so I don't know how that's going to work out. We got Jason, Little Alien in the house. What's going on, Jason? Always a big contributor to the show. So good evening. Talking to everybody else. We had a couple people before. I don't know if...
I don't have the...
Okay, looks like the chat's line. I know Game Room Guru is here saying something. So if you guys are here, let your voice be heard, and we can definitely say hi. Okay, here we go. Luke said the MK Deluxe height. Okay, so that's 61 inches. I'm 6 foot. So if you want to see it, I can get up real quick. So give me 1 second. We're always going to help everybody here. Okay, so this is the height of it. This is where I am. This is how I'd be playing. I don't know if that helps you out. But this is definitely a step up from any previous Deluxe that you've had before. It's probably the best MK cabinet they've made to date. Oh, we got Dr. Z in the house. Let's go, man. Dr. Z saying that centipede monitor is crisp. No, we did not. So, Ms. Corner Cave, you just want to bob to the left a little bit. We did not.
To the right.
Yeah, bob to the left, bob to the right. We did not do any monitor replacement on that. I think you're catching it at a really good angle. Plus, our webcam is super good, so it kind of like darkens things up a little bit. But even when we're playing it, you don't have a problem playing it, do you? No, it's good. It's not that bad. Like, especially if you're sitting in front of it. Now, the bad monitor is Golden Tee XL. That one's crap.
Awful.
And then I would assume NBA Jam XL Shaq Edition is the same thing. But I've never played that one, so I can't comment, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. But yeah. Let's see where we at with the chat. We got Julio Hernandez is in the house. Let's go, man. Danny, I hope that thumbnail you use is not bad news as for getting to Time Crisis. Let's go. We're gonna get into that in just a second. We just want to say hi to everybody. We got Lethal Wolf in the house. Hi, you guys. How you doing, man? Paul Mindeman says, I'm just here to assist Mr. Cornercade in monitoring Danny's enthusiasm. We gotta tone it down a little bit. Just let me know in the chat. Well, I'm telling you, this energy drink don't help either. And I'm already full of energy, so.
Oh, you're drinking that so late.
They're good. I don't know.
And then he'll clunk out. I'll be up till 4 a.m. with insomnia.
I burned through my tank of fuel. Okay, so how was your day?
My day was fine. How was yours?
It was okay. So you had to go get a little bit of stuff taken care of. I don't know what you want to touch on that, but you had to go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. I was left alone with the kids. So that is like sirens.
3 hours.
Yeah, so that's
like the longest time.
It's a big chunk. So
ever.
So all was well. It was fine. I kind of like just chilled because it's my day off. So I kind of just chilled. Me and my daughter were just kind of on the phone, on the tablet, just kind of hanging out. I was making a thumbnail for tonight's show. And then my daughter just does not stop sometimes. Like
she's a girl. She's got to be heard.
She's just so loud. So she ended up waking Logan up maybe like 2 hours into his nap. So he at least got a decent nap. But then Logan pissed the whole bed, pissed on himself. So I had to give him a bath while trying to eat. I was getting hangry. I didn't eat the whole day.
Because your wife wasn't home to feed you, right?
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. That definitely, you can tell what I've missed, you know? So then I was juggling like 3 different things. And Amelia decides to strip down and go in the tub with Logan. And it's like, oh my God, right now, I just want to eat. So that's all I wanted to do. So there was a whole shit show, for lack of a better word. So then once the wife came home here, you got everything kind of calmed down. And then we started doing what?
Pumpkins.
We started carving some pumpkins, guys. And we will show you guys those pictures to the members only. So if you guys aren't a member, go ahead and pay that 99 cents for the whole month to become a member. Like I always said, you can't even get a soda at the vending machine for 99 cents. So we're going to give you guys some exclusive content on that. I'm going to have Miss Cornercade send over those pictures, but you clearly won the contest. And I even think our son Ethan came in second. Like, he was like, mine was just terrible. I don't know what I was doing either. I was getting the stencil in there. Carving pumpkins is literally like, I was sweating. It was like a hard work. I thought
it was fun.
I haven't realized it.
I was very zen.
Well, that's good. Time. That's good. Yeah, you were. You were kind of, and I was trying to, then I got the guts. You know, taking the guts out of a pumpkin reminds me of like the guts out of a turkey. That's literally what it reminds me. It's cold, it's wet, it's slimy, it's disgusting. Oh. Yeah, I'm hard pass on that. But we did it. The kids liked it. They painted theirs. So yeah. So we got all that out of the way. Then we had to rush to get everything set up for the show. So we're here, we're live, we're now. And thank God all the kids are asleep. So that brings us to, guys, our first topic of the night. And Mrs. Cornercade, this is where the torch now gets handed to you. Because Shophippo done pissed me the hell off. And I take it away. This is all you, because you did all the work.
We were live. While we were live, I messaged them or emailed them.
Because we got a lot of information from you guys saying like, hey, Shophippo sending these out, and we're not getting any notification on anything of ours. You know, we ordered this on August 26th, and we're still just sitting here like, okay, why didn't we get any out? So go ahead, take it away.
I got a response the next day asking what the order number was. Gave them the order number, and then they completely ghosted me. Didn't hear anything for, how many days was it? 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, 3-4 days.
In between that 3 days, I emailed 2 more times. So I emailed back the order number, emailed again saying, hey, is anyone following up on this? Then he emailed under his account. Mm-hmm. And then I emailed under another account. Nothing. We didn't hear a word. And then I sent an email basically telling them that we're not going to be shopping with them anymore. That was the last order that we were going to be placing.
Yeah, like we were really polite up until that. I mean, we're not like angry people. No. Like, unless you're gonna fuck with my daughter or my wife, I'm gonna fucking kill you. But like, we're very nice people, you know what I'm saying? So like, these were just nice emails, and then so you sent a nasty email.
I got an email back within 2 minutes saying that our order was going to be shipped out on Wednesday. was slated for Wednesday, I think, but
Yep.
because they received my email, they're going to slate it for Tuesday instead. So it's just very funny how you literally have to raise hell in order to get any type of response.
And then
from
immediately
people.
I had a shipping notification and a tracking number. Shouldn't it be the reverse? Where if you raise hell, they're like, yeah, you're in the back of the bus now. And if you're like, excuse me, if you're nice, like you'd be like, oh, okay, let me try looking up your order, and being understanding and reasonable makes no sense to me whatsoever, but that's life, I guess. I mean, the same thing happened with us with Lou Malnati's. You went and we're like, we didn't get our points when we ordered through the app.
Because their app is crap, but they actually updated the app.
Okay.
So I had to go out of my way to find them on Facebook, contact them on Facebook, and say, hey, I didn't get my points. They literally helped me within 2 minutes. It was literally the same thing.
Yeah, and they gave you a free piece of it. It's like, all right, well, I guess we're just going to be assholes from now on. Like, it seems that's how we get our way. But all is good. It's just very frustrating at the end of the day. So all is good. Time Crisis is coming. It's supposed to be here on the 26th. I know there's some things that like work. We work till like 10 o'clock now. So for us to come home after work and, after taking care of the kids and stuff, and then trying to put together Time Crisis to do a live stream with you guys, I think I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to wait till the 29th to do like a live unboxing with you. Normally, you guys know when the cab touches the cement in the front door, we're already ripping the box open, ready to build it. So this is one that like it's one of the most anticipated ones that I've been waiting for, and now I have to wait for it. But we'll play it by ear. Maybe I can switch with somebody at work, do an opening shift or something.
Work. We discussed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, not the 26th, but maybe like the 27th or the 28th. We'll see. Let's play it by ear kind of thing. But kind of look forward for the 29th, and we'll kind of go from there. Our boy Travis MCP is going to host it again like we just did with Street Fighter. We had a super fun time. Travis, if you're watching, we got to make the countdown timer. Maybe we'll do it again, just a little bit bigger. I don't even know if we need to do a countdown timer too, though, now that I think about it, because I want us to take our time with this one. There's a lot we want to dissect, and there's a lot of things we're going to stop. One of the things that I've now noticed since, like, we're getting rid of the plexiglass on the control deck is this one has the plexiglass. And a lot of, like, newer ones, I think NBA Jam re-release has the plexiglass. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's kind of like a bummer because it's like, damn, like I like the new paint. I like the vinyl paint that's on there. And I like not having that protector. I didn't realize it till we didn't have it, and now we love it. So it's like, damn, I wish that just didn't have it. So bummer, but it's okay. There's a lot of things we want to dissect. The marquee looks beautiful. I want to dissect the monitor height, the pedal for you guys, the guns, of course. We just recently got Big Buck Hunter Deluxe, and I think those guns feel great. It's got a great clicky. How do you? Yeah. So pretty good quality. Like they're almost like too big because we gotta I'm trying to stand closer with a smaller monitor. That I almost wish that they were smaller, but the Time Crisis guns are smaller. They're more of a handgun as opposed to a shotgun. So it'll be interesting to see. I think the big one is the screen height because Big Buck Hunter Deluxe, like I was saying, is a great screen height. It's on par with the Fast and the Furious height, so that's pretty cool. But let's see what you guys have to say in the chat on this topic. And then we'll slide over to the next one. It says, let's see, scroll up here. Game Room Guru says, I ordered on September 6th. They told me last week that mine would be shipped Monday. I've gotten tracking information today. Let's go, man. That's super, super cool. I know a lot of people are excited about this release. We've seen some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. People are getting theirs in. I've seen the Atari 50th on there. People are getting theirs in. It's exciting. This is going to be kind of like the last hoorah of 2023 because we're going to be in a dead zone for 3 months as far as new cap releases. So, we're going to have, I think, NBA Jam and Galaga are out and about right now. Maybe Miss Pac-Man action.
That's good. Everyone can enjoy their family for the holidays.
Yeah, that's one thing. Well,
spend some time with your wife.
We're probably going to be looking forward to maybe some Black Friday sales, and we'll cover that, of course. For those of you that are kind of waiting out on something, or maybe a cab that was older that maybe is on sale now. So that'll be kind of cool too. But it sounds from the sounds of things that when January hits, Arcade 1-Up is hitting the ground running. Yeah. So that will be really exciting. So we'll kind of play it by ear here and see. Ear here and see. Try to say that 10 times fast. What's going on, Nicholas? Welcome to the stream tonight. We got Dr. Z says they will throw your box around before shipping to get revenge. Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I was like, Oh, don't say that. They're gonna like give it a couple kicks. And, like,
yeah, I got the job done.
You did. Yeah, it's so weird to me how it's unnecessary at the end of the day. Toxin, welcome to the house. He says, I had an incident with GameStop, never ordering from them online again. What was your incident? What happened? Like, I don't get it, because like you'd think Shophippo would have their shit together because they're like an exclusive arcade
Well, the excuse was that they're shipping out 100 arcades a day.
Well, because that was like
but
the reach.
You had time to email me back, so you had time this whole time to email me back.
That's what I don't get, because we were emailing. And it's like they kind of just like, I don't know.
They're filtering.
Yeah.
They're only helping angry customers. So if you did not get tracking information on yours, raise hell.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like the only way you can push it. We got Biggie D in the house. Biggie D saying, build that time crisis. We will. I promise you. And we got a $5 super chat from Luke. Let's go, dude. Thank you for supporting the channel tonight. He says, that exact height of Street Fighter arcade behind your wife. Can you send me a link? I want it. It's clearly taller than the average machine behind you. Yes, we definitely can, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. We really do appreciate it. Every dollar goes to supporting the channel, back into it, paying for things like Restream and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. Miss Corner Cave, find a link to that, and then we'll see if we can put in the chat here. Sky Black is joining us from Brit. Let's go, dude, from the very sleepy Brit. What time is it there? You said it was like 4, 5 in the morning, dude. It's incredible that you're staying up and joining us here live. Love it, love it. Lethal Wolf says, my wife bought me Time Crisis for my birthday a few months ago. I think ship date was October 30th. Okay, so they're kind of like matriculating in if you don't raise hell or not. I was kind of concerned because people were getting theirs, and then it's like, okay, did ours get skipped over? Like, what happened? Like, I just wanted an answer. If they would have just came out and said, hey, we're shipping them out 100 at a time, or whatever the case may be. Yours is slated for, I'm looking it up here. Looks like we're going to send it out in 2 days, whatever. Fine, that's fine. Just get back to us. It took 5 days for them to get back to us. That's why I was kind of worried. Like, okay, did my order not go through? That's what I was kind of concerned about. And obviously, you were concerned as well. Dre got in the house. What's up, man? He's saying, what's up, guys? How you doing, man? Big Biaco says, hey guys, I ordered also and emailed them, and they sent me a tracking number, so it should be here tomorrow, 10:25. Let's go, dude. You might be maybe on the West Coast, because we're Midwest, so how it usually goes is the West Coast gets theirs first, 2 days later the Midwest, and then like 3 days later the East Coast. So the East Coast, for lack of a better word, kind of gets screwed a little bit.
Said they're doing it as the orders came through, so if you waited a little while, you're going to be waiting a little while longer.
Yeah, that stinks.
Well, first come, first serve.
Emery's Arcade with a $4.99 super chat. Let's go, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Says cheers to you both. Let's go. That's right, man. Let's go. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Nicholas says, yeah, they got manufactured at different times. I think that's why Fast and Furious had a bad marquee. Yes, correct. You're 100% correct. There's something I noted to like a lot of like home arcade YouTubers is like, the Fast and Furious was in production for a little longer, and then you see all these other arcades come through with like beautiful marquees, and then that one just took a while, so then that one came, but it was already in production beforehand, so that's how you get that box lit marquee. It's going to be very interesting to see how they redesign the racing cab with a reverse acrylic printed marquee. That is a standard going forward. There should be nothing else less than that. So Julio Hernandez says, the best part is both you and Katie building a cab. Tool man, Danny, and Katie as well. Katie is the architect while building. Definitely. I just use muscle, brute, and power tools. And Katie's in there with the brains of the operation. So don't break something. I think we make a really, really good dynamic team. I'm glad that you guys like the unboxings. That's something that, like, we love building the arcades together. Just kind of like quiet time. The kids are in bed. We love building in general, and tinkering with things. So it's cool that like you guys are able to see that, because we kind of had to like sacrifice our kind of like quote unquote like private time together to turn the lights on and put up a show for you guys. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it at the end of the day, because it's something that like we're giving to you, and we really do appreciate you guys tuning in for that stuff. So Damian Williams says here, you want to read this one?
I swear if Katie does all the building on this cabinet, I'm taking your gloves.
You can't
He
take my
helped
gloves,
in the
man.
last one, with the Street Fighter one.
Yeah, the Street Fighter guys, we made
It was just
record
really
time on
funny
that.
because the first one, was it P-Dubs that was fast forwarding, and he was like, Danny's still sitting there. Danny's still on the phone.
That's the cool thing about having a moderator. Is like I felt like I wanted to keep engaging with you guys and just not completely ignore you.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that, like, you know, Travis is moderating where he can answer your guys' questions while we're hard at work building. Lethal Wolf. Yes, we will get that later in the show. I think a lot of people want that one for sure. Nicholas says, rumor is they're only shipping 100 per day. Yep, that's what we were kind of confirmed there. If your email through Shophippo, they will move you up. I emailed and got shipping notification within an hour today. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Like, I don't get that. Like, so now because we're making a bitch fit, they just like move you up in line. So the people that don't say anything, they just get thrown to the back of the line.
Yeah.
It's just a odd, dumb. It's weird that there's only 100 they can ship out per day. That's weird to me. It's logistics.
Well, the way that it was said to me, it seemed like the person was like in a panic. Like, oh my gosh, we're shipping out 100 a day. We're doing all this. We couldn't get back to your email. That's how I took it.
What is it, like a 3-man operation?
I took it as an excuse.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's what it is. But, you know, at least we got an answer at the end of the day. Paxton says, my brother just got the Galaga coming in Thursday. That's awesome, dude. If you can, send us pictures and videos into the show so we can put it on and show you guys, because that cab looks beautiful. Toxin says here, all this new cab talk, did we forget about the clearance? What clearance? Tell us. What's going on? Let's see. He also said here, this is following up to that GameStop question. GameStop said my order was processing, but they actually delivered it and never sent me an email tracking number for a month. I was missing $250 Nori fight stick. Lucky I found it. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I would never... That's what I was afraid of. Like, they were going to ship it out without tracking information. And that's why I was emailing them, because I'm like, everybody else is getting this. Why aren't we getting it?
We've had cabs stolen, so.
All right. Yeah, that's true. We had, if you guys are dedicated first members to the channel, we had our Yoga Flame stolen, which I would have been like the first person on YouTube to get a review out. Didn't get that for 3 months later. And our KI stolen. That was heartbreaking. And they were supposed to come at the same time, too. Game Room Guru says, I'm disappointed with the Street Fighter. The plastic deck extender should have interlocked with the control deck to hold it more securely. It moves and wobbles far too much. Okay, Game Room Guru, did you put the cab together correctly? Because ours is Loctite solid. My son, who's 1 and weighs 55 pounds, was hanging on that like Shaquille O'Neal. So it does interlock. So when you put that first plastic piece in, the control panel like goes underneath it, and then you press it down, and that interlocks everything. That's why I was like pressing down. I was like, oh, Travis, am I supposed to be doing this? Because like it didn't seem right, but it locked in perfectly with everything, and that thing is like solid. That's not going anywhere. So maybe you have to redo some stuff. I don't know. It should not be loose whatsoever. Oh, there we go. We got Miss Corner K with that link. Way to be. Sky Black saying it's almost 4 a.m. It says it's 3:43 a.m. Can't sleep, and I have to work in 5 hours.
Go to sleep.
You're gonna need one of these, buddy. You are definitely gonna need one of these.
4 or 5.
We're only supposed to have 2 a day.
Oh, I've had way more than that, and coffee. Whoops.
Let's see. And you had coffee. Nicholas saying the issue with the Walmart cabs is that they are also from Shophippo technically, and shipping instantly, laughing my ass off. They are fulfilling new purchases.
Yeah, that's a good point. But was it shipping from Shophippo, or was it in Walmart's warehouse? We don't know that.
That we don't know. Who knows? At the end of the day, if you went through Walmart, you're paying almost $100 more, which is insane. Like, it's already enough. Like, that was our max. I've never spent that much on a cab before. So this one to me has got to blow me away for the most part. I know the 17-inch screen, because we have Buck Hunter, it might be something that we got to work with, but I'm hoping that it's just a really good gameplay experience. That Point Blank, we get a lot of gameplay out of that. I'm really excited, so we'll see. I'm on the up and up. I know at the end of the day, having Big Buck and Time Crisis outdid having Terminator. We never played Terminator, so we're gonna have 2 really good shooters in our arcade. Speaking of that, Council Fanboy said, Danny, what are you selling to make room for Time Crisis? We don't have to sell anything. Time Crisis is going literally right where my wife is, right here. Wow. Wow.
Julio Hernandez just sent that.
Wow. That is pretty cool. The only thing that sucks is it's a swan design.
But it's a cab that I love.
Yeah, let's bring this up real quick so we can show you guys what we're seeing. Hold that real quick.
Hold the phone.
Hold up.
No.
Hey, wait, hold on. Where was that from? Lowe's? Oh, there's a place you don't get arcade 1-ups from.
Or do you? Wait, is this the one with...
Hold on, guys. We got some breaking arcade 1-up news. Let me bring this up real quick. Wow, there it is. Oh, wow. Hold up.
Oh, there's several.
Hey. Okay, let's show this with you guys.
Wait a minute.
Okay, well, this is...
I haven't seen this anywhere on Facebook or...
Guys, this is breaking arcade 1-up news. We need someone to make us a sounder, like a news sounder that I can just play like a video clip. This is breaking arcade 1-up news. Like that would put a smile on my face. Let me share the screen. Let me bring this chat down real quick, guys. Let me share the screen because we have a deal going on right now, guys. It is the Frogger Arcade 1-up with riser light up marquee for $199, $250 off.
Ends October 30th.
Oh, this item's out of stock.
Well, damn.
Well, there you go. You just saw it line. I was literally just scrolling down. I'm like, wait a second. This item is out of stock. Okay,
well, the other one that we saw.
There you go. Let me see. I wonder if this will ever be back in stock. And yes, there was one more that was on sale. Looks like this ends October. That's $200. The only problem with that is we're going to get into this later in the show. So that one's like 57 inches high. It's got that swan design. It is a great segue to that, but give me 1 second. There was another cab that's had some troubles in the past. Let's see if this one's sold out. So this one's out of stock too. So Julio Hernandez, thank you so much for the heads up. But it looks like these are both going to be out of stock. And this is the Tempest Legacy, $199 for that. But again, no molded coin door. This one's had some PCB
looks
problems.
Like if you click the notify me, maybe, just maybe,
it'll come back. You never know.
There's still a week.
Yeah, you never know. It's a good point. But it looks like those two arcades were on sale. And it looks like that's it. So cool stuff for the community looking out for us. Again, looking out for everybody in the chat tonight watching the show. $199 for Frogger. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, Big D's piggybacking on that thing. Yes, all the marquees need to look like the Street Fighter. Yes, they do. Trying to look around the room here to see. So Class of 81, Joust, Street Fighter Shinku, and all of them behind me have beautiful marquees, except for Star Wars. You can kind of actually see that. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. It's a box split marquee. I think that's going to be the standard going forward, is they're not going to mess around with those anymore. Oh yeah, Paxham's saying like this is our first deluxe. They look good. Yeah, beautiful. Like the blacks are deep and rich. They're awesome. Damn, that would have been crazy. $199 for Frogger at Lowe's.
Would you have gotten it?
I don't know. It's a good question because we literally sold all of those 57-inch, high swan design cabs, and that's something I wanted to touch on tonight. That's literally something we're going to talk about. So let's save that. Let's just quick touch up, or if you want to. Okay, since we're here already,
we're here.
We'll switch it up a little bit. Okay, so we'll bring it to the topic of like 2024 re-releases. What kind of re-releases do you guys want to see? Put it in the chat. I have kind of a list that I thought of in my head. And before we get to that, dude, Jason, unbelievable, my guy. Jason just gifted 5 members to the Corner K crew. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, Jason, for the support that you bring every night we stream to the channel. So we got Damian Williams, Anthony Thompson, C. North, Alfred Berger, and Garage Gamer. Welcome to the Corner K, guys. You guys are our newest members to the chat. Thank you so much, man. We really do appreciate it. Yeah, that $199 Frogger. I mean, that's worth it. Like, that's insane. So I was thinking of some cabinets, and I want you to think of some as well. that we've talked about, and a lot of people have talked about, what kind of XLs are coming, what kind of new titles are coming, and we can definitely always talk about that. There's always going to be speculation videos. I mean, we have 3 months till January. But I wanted to know, kind of from the community, what do you guys want to see as like a re-release, something they can make better? So, for example, Frogger coming out with like an actual like body style, like all those.
Frogger needs to come out.
So all those swan design cabs that like, they just have that generic, body style from Gen 1 and 2 kind of thing. What would you like to see? I mean, that would be kind of cool. So that was 57 inches high. So let's see, beef it up to 61, even 63 inches like the Street Fighter Dynamo. You give it a reverse printed acrylic marquee. You get maybe a couple different game lineups, a molded coin door. Obviously, you got to light up all the coin doors going forward. You can't just pick and choose, and that's a whole other topic that we got to get into. Because right now, it's Arcade One Up trying to add value to cabs. They're like, oh, let's just throw a light up coin door on that. No, you got to. It's a standard going forward. Because what you're going to get is you're going to get a bunch of hodgepodge light up coin doors, and the rest of your cabs are going to look broken. But you go seamless riser. Design. You get the reverse printed acrylic marquee. Obviously, the BOE monitors in there. Maybe add a couple games because the Time Pilot 84, whatever was on there, and Frogger. You get rid of the Vaseline filter or whatever, and maybe just touch it up a little bit. I think that would be a really cool cab to re-release at that $399 price point. Kind of no brainer. So some other ones that I had in my head, guys. I think Golden Tee. I think it got kind of. So Golden Tee Gen 1. Swan design again, not bad. The monitor did have washout from side to side, but it wasn't terrible. Golden Tee XL, complete dumpster fire. The games were great. The form factor was beautiful. The marquee was great, but the monitor just killed it. So what if you, and the speaker grills, I totally forgot about the speaker grills on these now. So what if you re-released it Dynamo, or not Dynamo style, but like a Deluxe style, with the grill covers, a BOE monitor. Maybe you add the bowling. You take all the games that were in the XL version, you put in this new Deluxe riserless, reverse printed acrylic marquee. I think that would look beautiful. And you put it on maybe a bigger control panel so you don't hit your hand when doing the trackball motion. Maybe add a couple other games in there that like are trackball related. I think that cab would sell off the charts. So like you do a Frogger, a Golden Tee, and my next one I was thinking about would be Outrun, taking the Fast and Furious body style, getting the reverse printed acrylic marquee because that marquee was washed out. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe improving the shifter a little bit because it was all plastic. You might, obviously you go in that Deluxe form factor, so it'd be taller because the Outrun cab was kind of small like Ridge Racer. At least who's 6 foot, is kind of hunched over a little bit. I mean, it's perfectly for you because you're a little bit shorter, but you got to beef these arcades up a little bit. Put a coin door on all these, of course, that light up. I mean, these cabs look like beautiful. Like I think those are all 3 are maybe day one buys for me because all new. They're like new re-release games. I think for someone like us who got in, if you're new to this hobby, you can't find an Outrun anywhere. You might be able to find a sit-down version, but that's child's play. The Golden Tee again, you can find an XL, but you're paying $700. It wouldn't work out. So I think a Frogger is kind of readily available now that they're kind of discounting them, going up on sale. But that would be pretty cool, at least in my opinion. I think those 3 right out of the gate would be really cool re-releases, spread out through 2024. And I think the wild card ones would be all the Konami beat 'em ups. Your Simpsons, X-Men, and Turtles, making them 2-player, doing the riserless design, light up coin doors, reverse printed acrylic marquees, better sound with the grill covers. I think that's a home run, at least in my opinion. What are some cabs that you might have on your head?
I literally took all the ones that were in my brain.
Okay.
I can't think of any other ones.
Those are the ones that I would like to see personally. But let's tune it to you guys in the chat. What do you guys want to see at the end of the day? Let me scroll down here. The chat is flying, which is a good thing. Everybody's, $199, get it, Danny. Yeah. Well, it's sold out right now, but yeah, I mean, can you imagine a re-released Frogger would look so cool? I'm telling you, it looks so cool. Jason saying, not unless you multi-cade it. The Vaseline filter on Frogger sucks. The music sucks. And the non-original side art The Marquis sucks. Okay. Good point, but what if they were to change some of that stuff? I know they're never going to be able to do the music, which when we're playing the music, I didn't have a problem with it, but maybe
why can't they do the music?
Well, it's probably like a copyright thing where that licensor is like, no, go away, don't bother me, kind of thing. I don't know. I heard it's kind of like an impossible thing, but yeah, like the Vaseline filter's got to go. That's a no-brainer. They got rid of that in T2. That could be done. And guys, too, all of these cabs would have Wi-Fi. So, like, you can get updates and you can remove stuff that they don't like, maybe add things on kind of thing. Every cab going forward needs to have the reverse printed acrylic marquee, Wi-Fi, and the light-up coin doors. No-brainer. But yeah, I don't know how much they could do with that, but I still think it'd be cool, like in a midway style or like in beef it up a little bit. That would look really cool. It's like those calves were pretty short. They were 57 inches tall. Yeah, Christopher Cameron saying Tempest sold out too. But they're notifying me on it. Maybe they get more in stock of me. $199, that's a steal. Big D saying Tempest for $199 is a good deal. But those are very old cabinets. Not likely they will come back in stock, but could. Yeah, you never know at the end of the day. It's worth, you miss every shot you don't take. So put that notifying me on and see what happens.
Yeah, those are killer deals.
Council Fanboy says, Danny, you should get a Pac-Man XL and replace it with that centipede behind you. Centipede is weak. First of all, Centipede is dope. I like Centipede and Millipede and Crystal Castles.
Yeah, there's a lot of good
You played a lot of like Major Havoc. I'm not like an Atari guy at all, but those games are pretty cool. Super Breakout, you kind of keep it. I think 2-player Super Breakout would be cool, like going against each other in like the Atari pub table or something. But like the 1-player, it's kind of like, it's not really a point. But yeah, we'll see. I was thinking about, we had this conversation. Maybe, tell us what you guys think too. Like, I was thinking like every new cab we get, maybe we switch them out. So like if we get like a different, like let's say we get a new cab, right? And we like replace it with Star Wars, and then we replace it with Centipede, and we keep rotating. So you get to see all the new cabs that we get behind us. Andy's Game Room says, I grabbed that Tempest last year from Walmart at $199. I haven't had any issues so far. Added a flush marquee, waterfall deck, custom graphics, and upgraded buttons, GRS trackball. It's a great cabinet. Those are beautiful upgrades, all must-haves. Definitely cool, man. Definitely. Yeah, we had problems with ours, so actually we returned ours and we replaced it with the Centipede behind us.
We had to do that twice. We had multiple issues with ours.
Yeah, one of them was by our fault, but the PCB blew like twice. That was not good. Christopher Cameron says, Frogger's a nice cab, but the music isn't arcade true. They couldn't get the copyrights. Okay. So something like that. Like, you're not always going to be able to get a win on everything, but I think if you can get 90 to 95% there, I think it's a win. You produce the cab and you roll the dice. Much like Fast and Furious, like it's not all like arcade accurate there, but it's still a fun cab. And I would rather have them release this than nothing. Because like a lot of people are saying, like, if you can't do it, then don't do it. But it's still really fun and it's still really cool. We get it. It's not everything that the arcade had, but still really cool. LFL says Tekken Deluxe cab, of course. I mean, that would be under the new titles, so that'd be something new. But we want to see, like, what do you guys want to know? Re-release or rehash title. Maybe we can get some hype for that. This would be cool, Accounts Fanboy, not gonna lie. I want them to re-release Blitz in a 2-player form. I've talked about that before. I just don't think they're gonna, like, any cab that touches Ollie's, I don't think they're gonna ever re-release just because it probably didn't sell well. That's how it got to like these discount places in the first place. But that would be like, that'd be a day one buy for me for sure. I would sell the 4-player. Paul Bindeman says re-releases X. This is gonna be all XLs. You already know. MKXL, Street Fighter XL, Star Wars XL, MVT2 XL, Centipede XL. I actually think you're gonna see all of those XLs next year. Those are really like solid titles that I thought was gonna come out. I don't know about Centipede, but that would be really cool. That would be a dope looking cab with that, seamless design. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, Julio Hernandez saying, not a fan of the 4-player. I brought this to Arcade 1-Up's attention. I'm sure other people have as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you got to think about it. Like, they can sell you more cabs if you don't have the 4-players. It's a no freaking brainer. our hobby is a little bit different. You got to have room for these things. If I buy a PS5, it just sits on the mantle and you're good.
I wonder if
I can put
will
unlimited games
become
on
a
that thing.
licensing thing, though.
No, because
If they have a say on the side art, I'm pretty sure they have a say in the deck.
no, because these cabinets, like Blitz, for example, did come out in a 2-player. So the first NFL Blitz was a 2-player. That's why when I heard this title was coming out last year, I'm like, oh God, please just make a fucking 2-player. Please, 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 please. And it didn't. I knew it wasn't. And like a cab like WrestleFest was a 2-player. They made 2-player and 4-player variants. You can go online with these things. Just go online if you want to play with your buddies and stuff. Like, that's what it's there for. Council Fanboy, I do not think that it will happen, but I think it'd be pretty cool if it does. So for all the XL fans, I think Blitz would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Burger Time re-release. Skyhook, you make a great point here. Burger Time re-release, that's something that I didn't think about. I'm not a big fan. You might like the game because it's got a bunch of 80s games on there, like so you might like it. But I think a re-release in that, and improving the sound, riserless, making it beefier as far as like height, reverse printed acrylic marquee. I think that would be really, really cool.
So it looks like the T2 update was today.
Okay, Super Fat Habit said, has anyone done the T2 update? I did mine. I didn't notice anything. Was hoping they sunk in a new game, or at least that would be cool, but that's not going to happen. I think it was like support for something like through the app. I know there's going to be a lot of updates, and I think they might have like smoothed out some of the pixels and stuff. Like as far as the Vaseline filter was concerned, they like touched things up on that. But I think a lot of these cabs are going to be getting updates moving forward to support on the app, which will be really cool. Hungry Wolf Guru says, I still have 2 cabs with the fin design, the Swan fin, the TMNT and Golden Axe. I need both to be re-released, hopefully as XLs, and the TMNT to have the art from the first arcade game. Yeah, of course. That would definitely be cool. I know Golden Axe really hasn't gotten a lot of love, and it kind of like I was almost forgotten and put on the side burner. Okay, game lineup. I wouldn't bring it to the cornercade. It just reminds me a lot of like. To me, it reminds me just like because you got Altered Beast on there. It just reminds me of, like Sega console titles. And I know Golden Axe was in the arcade and stuff, but I just never played it. It's just not for me. There are other games that I would put in the arcade before that. Dr. Z brings up a great point here. I'd love a new Space Invaders. Throw a few more title games on there. Space Invaders was released, like it's probably one of the first ones in Gen 1, and we haven't seen anything since. That would be really dope to get like brand new like form factor to that thing. Again, make it taller, put the grills on there, light up coin doors. I mean, they can do so much. Like these things have improved so much. I mean, take a look behind us with the Dynamo design. Like, would you rather have that and then compared to like the first gen that came out with like no coin door, like you had like the Arcade 1-Up branded riser, no light up marquee. Like these things have come a long way, so that would definitely be really cool. Biggie D saying they definitely need to do a golden tee. Like, why not? It wouldn't cost you anything. You're remaking you can put it in literally any body style, even like the NBA Jam body style, but making that a 2-player because that one's 63 inches high. That'd be really cool. Game Room Guru says, Danny, I've never been in an arcade where some of the coin doors were not broken. That's true, but not in our arcade. Everything's running smoothly. We don't have to put those broken signs on the arcades. We only had to do that for Killer Instinct before. Julio Hernandez is shouting for Outrun, dude. Yes, Outrun Deluxe. I think that'd be dope, and it'd be a great opportunity for them to redo the pedals and make those nice like buy stuff arcades where they're like flush into the cabinet and you just press on them. That would be really, really cool. I feel personally that's the future of the pedals for racers. Let's see if Arcade 1-Up can capitalize on them. Dre God saying, the Outrun was a nice cab. Love the form factor, definitely. Hungry Wolf Guru saying, I would love an XL Outrun. I love the Outrun games, but I skipped it. But I had more space now, and I would love Racing Cab. Yeah, definitely. The Fast and the Furious is the way to go. The form factor is just so much better. Like, I'm telling you guys, we sold all of those old body styles because I had a feeling with like some of these new body styles when they increased the height to 61, now they're doing it to 63 a little bit, kind of here and there. The Fast and the Furious is nice and tall. It's just so much. The Big Buck Hunter Deluxe, beautiful. Like these form factors are just bigger. And that's why like I don't need the XL because these guys are getting taller. That's all we need. Keep that same standard height. And then, the XLs they're just wider. So like I don't need that because now we're gonna have less arcades in the and I went over this with P-Dubs. We got arcades that are gonna go in our closet. I can't do that with an XL. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like there's 7 less arcades that I can fit in a corner arcade, and it's just I don't know. If we had a basement, like I said, we would be fans of the XL because I get it. You get that 19-inch screen and stuff, but I feel like if you can do that and put it in a deluxe still, I think that's the way to go. Remember, space is everything when building your home arcade. Gotham City Arcades in the house. What's going on, man? It says, hey, Corner Arcade and the missus. Welcome, man.
What's up?
Julio Hernandez says, Outrun Deluxe, MKXL, Ridge Racer Deluxe, TMNT XL 2-player, Blitz XL 2-player. That's right, man. That's some good lineups right there. It's going to be very interesting to see. I'm very excited because we don't know. I don't know anything that's going to happen. I'm throwing out suggestions of like, hey, it'd be cool if they re-released kind of like everything that they did. And they started doing that in that deluxe form because in 2023, this is the start of them like rebranding the company essentially. Like, hey, we're going to go riserless. We're giving you more with the deluxe and like the better speakers, the speaker grills, and the reverse printed acrylic marquees. We're kind of fixing some of the mistakes in the past. So I really do think like a Golden Tee and Outrun would be on their radar to release. I think those would be really, really cool titles. And a Frogger, that would be really cool too. Emery's Arcade saying Missile Command and Major Havoc are the best games on the cabinet. You love Missile Command. Those are good games too. I always played Missile Command when I was a kid. It's hard, man. Trying to get to like level 3 is just impossible. At least for me. Biggie D's Arcade says, is it fun at $749 for Time Crisis? I don't know. Once we build it, we will see what happens. Fingers crossed. It's an expensive cab. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Rangers in the building. Ezekiel, you are quickly climbing to the top 10 of one of my favorite dudes that stops by the Corner Arcade, man. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. We really appreciate you supporting the channel. What's up, Corner Arcade? Already working on your stuff. Stay tuned. Let's go, guys. There's not only a lot of exciting things that's happening with Arcade 1-Up in 2024, but guys, there's a lot of exciting things happening with the Corner Arcade. And Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, is part of that. We're going to be doing some Arcade 1-Up apparel giveaways, guys. Stay tuned. We're letting our man here work on it. And as soon as he gives us the green light, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff for you guys that always tune into us. Stupid Fat Hobbit says, yes, Frogger is at Lowe's for $199.
It looks like it's available for some people to have it delivered. So it might just be our zip code. I wonder if they ship locally. So like our Lowe's just doesn't have it in stock.
I wonder if you walked into a Lowe's and ordered it, if you could do that too. That's something that's really cool too. Peter McNabb, great point. Asteroids Deluxe Cab, guys. When B Kong broke down the Atari 50th and like it had the same body style as an Asteroids Cab, like we're literally going to get an Asteroids Cab in 2024. Like there's no doubt about it. Like that's going to be like a kind of from the vault re-release or just a deluxe Asteroids. I almost have a feeling on it. I mean, can you imagine a reverse printed acrylic marquee with that Asteroids? It would look beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So for the Atari fans out there, just hold on, wait. I have a strong indication that that's going to come because if they have the body style already, they got to do it. They got to do it. Karate Champ XL, Final Fight XL. Final Fight would be a really cool one, but again, it's like the Capcom already. It's kind of like whatever. But again, the Swan design, getting those re-released, I mean, I'm sure it would sell. Karate Champ XL, I don't really know because they're going to do the burger time, so we'll see what happens. Oh, we got another super chat. Let's go, guys. Council Fanboy with the $4.99 super chat, guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate the support coming in. It helps us fund this channel so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. You don't know. I mean, we appreciate it just as much. But Council Fanboy says, Danny, I think because of Spectate coming for MK next year and talks of Spectate for NBA Jam 2, I think Blix XL with Spectate should happen. Thoughts? 100%. 100%. Every cabinet that Arcade 1-Up has should have Spectate on it, if it's possible. I know there's some like limitations and stuff like Big Buck Hunter Deluxe didn't get that because it doesn't have like Wi-Fi. Like every cab should have Wi-Fi, and I've broken this down with Travis MCP and stuff. So for sure. with all of that, like you gotta have it because you gotta have the Arcade One Up app support on it. So like I broke this down hundreds of times where I shouldn't have to go to Discord, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, your mother's phone number kind of thing to enter in these tournaments. I should just open up the Arcade One Up app. I should just go to the tournament. The brackets there, the seating's there, your name's there, the chat is there. You can just talk to everybody in the chat. You can actually talk to people while you're playing the game. No brainer at the end of the day. You don't even need to add HDMI in these cabinets. You can just do that, and I think that would be that app would be app support. Like having like badges and stuff like that. I think it's coming, guys, and I think Travis MCP is going to give it to us. I think he's doing a lot of really good things for the community. For Arcade One Up. So you guys let your voices be heard. Let him know kind of thing. Let me know. I'll let him know kind of thing. And I think we could really improve. I think Arcade One Up is going to try to make everything a lot better. But we'll see. 2024 is coming. But yeah, as far as like Blitz XL, that would be really cool too. And with that, NBA Jam's getting an update, or if it hadn't happened already, with a lot of app support as well. So that's like a lot of these updates are going to be getting just like the app support. So it's coming. Stuff is coming. Just got to be patient. Let's see what else we got here. Biggie D's Arcade says Blitz XL needs to happen. Blitz is fun, but that game needs a larger cabinet. Yeah, that's true. And I really think, just looking at Blitz, like they can improve a lot of things. The speaker grill covers, light up coin doors, making it riserless is a huge one. 2-player would be dope. Like just giving a different form. You can even reskin it to the first Blitz or something if that's possible. I don't know. They can kind of correct some of their wrongs that they kind of did with that cabinet. Reverse printed acrylic marquee, like no brainer. They really messed up on that marquee. It just didn't come out the way I would assume they intended it to. They could definitely make a lot of progress with that. Stupid Fat Habit says, I think a new Deluxe, Capcom Deluxe with Darkstalkers headlining would be really cool. That would be really cool. It'd be something different for sure. I would definitely. It's hard to buy that. I'm still hoping that they do an update for this guy so we can get the Darkstalkers on there. Fingers crossed. I'm fighting for it. Council Fanboy says, Danny, what do you think is coming after XLs, or will that be the last form factor? It's a good point. I think right now they're at a point where they're doing their Deluxe line and the XL/XL Plus, but it's really just XL. I think less is more, guys, at the end of the day. I think they dipped their toe in on the Pro Series and kind of fell flat on their face. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think it's going to be Deluxe and XL. And I think that's where it needs to be. I mean, they're giving us and doing a lot of like the mods that we wanted, like light up coin doors, reverse printed acrylic marquees, like better sound. The grill covers was a nice touch. It wasn't needed, but it actually looks better. Better controls, like giving us better guns, with the light guns, giving us better controls on the steering wheel and the shifters and the sticks and the buttons. And I think that's where the better form factor is just like the seamless design. Getting rid of the risers. I was kind of skeptical when we got our first cabinets with no risers, and now they look beautiful. And my wife and I want to get rid of all the risers in the arcade. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they're doing more. A company that wouldn't be listening would have just done the same old Swan design and been done with it. But they're doing more and they're improving their product. And every day it's all about just getting better. How can we get more games, better form factors, better controls, and make it for just a better experience when playing these arcades? Council Fanboy says, I think Arcade One Up intentionally messes up on some of their cabinets so they can re-release some games and improve. I mean, it's not a bad theory, but I talked to Travis about this, guys. There's hundreds of thousands of arcade titles. Like you could literally re-release all of this stuff tenfold over. Like even like the MVC2 cab behind me, you can re-release that in different games or whatever on there, like as the headliner title. The Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe, you can release that into a Bubbles Deluxe cabinet. I mean, I don't know how many people would bite on it, but I think that cab would look really dope as like an Ultimate MK3. Because you're finally getting the marquee right. The side art and everything would be cool. I think that would be like, that's what I'm talking about. Even if it's like a Shophippo kind of small exclusive, you can keep re-releasing this with just different kind of headliner titles. And I think that would be really cool. Like I've talked to you guys, this Atari. Can you imagine a Crystal Castles cab? If you guys haven't seen one, that looks dope. Like the cabinet looks really, really cool. So there's a ton of opportunity. There's a ton of games that they haven't even touched on yet. I mean, they've only scratched maybe 5 or 10% of the arcade games out there, if that kind of thing. So there's so many more titles. They could keep releasing things like House Come Home for the next 20 years, and they still wouldn't scratch the surface. Plus, then you could even dip into out of retro gaming and do like newer like arcades that are in a Dave and Buster's right now kind of thing. Paul Minim is really pushing all in on the XL here. He says XL is going to be it. Anything else needed to be real, and Arcade 1-Up can't pull that off. Everyone would bail. Yeah, I think XL and Deluxe is where it's going to be at the end of the day. I don't see them like I don't see them doing like obviously the partycades and all that, but that's a bunch of cartoon time with that stuff. That's not really what we're looking for. But I think the Deluxe and I mean they're a 3/4 scale company first. And then they kind of just do XLs to appease the fans out there. But I think at the end of the day, I think, and people have touched on this, that releasing an XL next to a Deluxe at the same time, actually that'd kind of be a cool idea because then it could satisfy both parties. Part of the reason we don't have XLs, guys, is because realistically, there's one XL cabinet out there, and that's Pac-Man. And you can only get that if you have a Costco membership. So that's the only one. Killer Instinct Pro, which they may have a few in the wild here, selling. That's $1,000. I'm not going to buy that for $1,000. And then they have the two cabs that they messed up on, the Shag Jam and the Golden Tee XL. So there's not much there right now. And if we're just going to produce one title a year, like I told people, it'll take me 20 years to build my arcade for 20 cabs kind of thing. So that's part of the reason why we're not in on XL. Hungry Wolf Guru says, I don't know about a Bubbles Deluxe, but I'd probably rather have an MK1 or a Joust artwork on my MK Deluxe cab. Yeah, they have a Joust out there. We have it actually in the cornercade here. Beautiful looking cab. It's really cool with that yellow T-molding and great marquee. The control ball tops feel great. Yeah, it's a really cool cab. I like it. All right, guys. So we talked about what kind of titles you wanted to see. I think there's a lot of cool titles that they can still re-release. And I know we're talking Deluxe, and I know we're talking about re-releases. That was something like people don't really touch up on. Because we talk about the new games, like what we want so much. But it's cool to kind of see, like, hey, what would we still want? Like, I think Golden Tee is like a great example of that. Something that they can really make right. Like, not having that clear deck protector on there. Like, really making it cool. The trackball, like, get the GRS trackball kind of thing. Like, improve on that stuff. And I think you could really make a really cool cabinet with like adding some features and a little bit more games on there. I think that would be really cool. So I wanted to touch up on Paul Miniman. Hold on, we got a comment here. Paul Miniman says, and we have a mid-change in the cornercade.
I'm not feeling well.
So Mrs. Cornercade is not feeling well. She's going to get re-mic'd up. Did you change the laundry out? Go do that for me real quick. We were running behind, guys, so we gotta Miss Cornercade is gonna be bouncing in and out to kind of change the laundry, so we're not stuck without bed sheets, till 1 a.m. here. Okay, let me scroll up here. Paul Miniman says, I only have one XL cab, Danny, but it was enough for me to see the future is all. Not wasting money on outdated form factors, even though I still own them. 100% right, but when a game comes out, like Time Crisis, for example, I want to be able to play it. I don't want to sit here and wait 1 or 2 years for a Time Crisis XL. But that's just me. I want to play these games. Literally, we would only have like Killer Instinct and Pac-Man right now, and that's not enough for us. I could always resell these guys. The cabs that are all around us right now, I usually get 90% worth of what we paid for them. So I don't mind taking like a $50 hit. I'm bringing content to the channel and then just having them to play for the time being. Real Mofo says, Arcade 1-Up is no different than any other normal company. No such thing as a perfect cab, just like the iPhone 15 and waiting on the 16 now. You re-release things and improve on the next version. Of course, that's exactly what they're doing, and exactly they're taking the feedback from the community as well, and definitely making it better. Hungry Wolf Guru says, yeah, but the Joust has a riser and a worse screen, unfortunately. True, that's something that they can improve on. Maybe they re-release the Joust cabinet or they reskin it to something else, and they kind of light up the coin door, get the speaker grill covers on there. make it riserless kind of thing. Definitely improve on the monitor because I don't think we're going back to those old monitors anymore. Game Room Guru just he just says, I just want a Qbert at the pole position. Yeah, that would be cool. Pole position, Qbert, those are some definitely cool new titles from Arcade 1-Up. But yeah, so we touched on that. We touched on the Time Crisis, guys. MK fans rejoice because you're finally getting Spectate mode. Again, it's happening in like January sometime, so it's still going to be like a whole summer away, 3 months away. But I know Travis wanted to break the news before it leaked out, so he wanted to get that out there.
Which is big in its own if you think about it, because so much gets broken before Arcade 1-Up has the opportunity to.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that like it's also cool that like, you know, a whole community of MK fans are getting something that's like a must-have.
Yeah,
should have been from day one kind of thing. You know, we have it for Street Fighter and all the other fighting games, Killer Instinct. Like, you need to have this type of support for all the games because I think if you give support to the games, I think more people will be wanting to play them because, you know, there's more to it, and you know, there's a scoreboard on there and the names, and it looks cool, and then you can do tournaments for it. So there's a lot more than just your basic, like, you know, finding somebody random to play online. It brings the community closer together when there's support for the community for said given games. So I think that's going to be a really cool feature that I was certainly happy and when I found out about it and was excited.
It's big moves. I mean, I don't play it. But
yeah, it's big moves for the community.
It's a bit silly that it didn't have it to begin with.
Yeah, I don't understand why that wasn't ever a thing. I mean, Street Fighter's had it since day one. You know, Killer Instinct then got it from Code Mystics. It's like Code Mystics just needs to do it for all of them. Like they did a great, you know, quarter on the glass kind of thing. If you lose, you know, winner can bounce you out kind of thing. And it just makes it so much more enjoyable. And it's really cool, and it brings unity to the community. That's something that we all should want at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Jason says 100% to Peter McNabb. They should have shown a lot more love to Konami, Sega, Taita, and Data East for next year. Can't stick to only Capcom, Midway, Atari, Namco for next year. And you might see that because they go with the heavy hitters. And for them, the Bandai Namco, the Atari, the Midway, the Capcom, those are like those for sure must haves. Like those aren't gonna fail really. So it'd be nice to see them spread to other you know, companies and titles and stuff to kind of give them some love and rehash some things and improve on the form factors that we've seen before. That would definitely be really cool. Console Fanboy says, Danny, please sell Joust. I am begging you. That's 300 cash easy. Yeah, but then what's going to go in that spot?
We don't need to sell it.
We don't need
sold everything we needed to sell.
Yeah, we did make some moves. So Big Blue, Yoga Flame is gone. I don't know if we touched on that. Yoga Flame is gone. Big Blue's gone, and Terminator T2 is gone. We don't need to make any. If anything, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 cabs in here right now to kind of really fill it out to be comfortable. At the very least, I need 3 cabs in here to fill out the closet because the closet's empty right now, and to get one next to Buck Hunter. And if we
that'll be the fullest we've been in.
Yeah, because usually when we upgrade, quote unquote, to a new cab, we sell the previous one just because it helps like hit that, so we're not spending so much money on, because these things are expensive. I wish, you know, that $399 price point would help. But
I mean, we don't really need 3 Street Fighters, so
well, that too, yeah, like we don't need that. And T2 we got rid of, so essentially we dumped Big Blue for this guy, for this Street Fighter, and then we essentially dumped Terminator for Big Buck, and then we dumped Yoga Flame for Time Crisis.
I will say though, Joust would probably be on the chopping block. It probably gets the least amount of play.
Let's see here. What would be on the chopping block? Yeah, it's a cool looking cab, but we have it in the but I think that maybe like a Star Wars. It depends on what comes out. Like, you know, I want to get you know, the Smash TV Robotron, but that's not like a must have. Like, I would get it because it's a new title. It's gonna be a good form factor. Riseless. It'll be cool at first, but like, I don't see that being like, oh, dude, that's my top 3. But who knows? You know, we might play it a lot and have fun. But I don't. It would just get it because it's a new arcade, it's a new title. But again, that's not like, oh my god, it's like a must-have for me. Like, it's not like a Sega Jurassic Park shooter or a Hydro Thunder or something. Like, that would be really cool. Glairezilla's in the house. Thank you for stopping by, man. What's up, Danny and Mrs. Cornercade? Welcome, welcome. Skyhook is saying, I hope from this point forward they really pay attention to detail. It's embarrassing how they have been. MK30th and Yoga Flame is a good example. 19K Fox is also right with them chilling with Photoshop. What do you say? What do you say about them chilling with Photoshop? Elaborate on that for me. Console Fanboy says, Joust games are in that MK2 already. It's kind of a waste of space, honestly. Yeah, we got that one on like a good sale, and I just wanted to bring these newer form factors too, because it was taller than the other one. So I was like, hey, we got room. Let's make it happen, kind of thing. But yeah, like I wouldn't keep, like, for example, like to your point, if we were like maxed out or something and like a new game came out, yeah, the duplicates are gone. Like that's a no-brainer. Yeah. Like ultimately speaking, I would only want like one Street Fighter cab, just spend maybe two because if they had the Alpha series, but like one Midway cab. Like the only thing I would have duplicates of is like the Fast and Furious because we race against each other. We wouldn't. Yeah. That's like banana time because we don't have a lot of space. So yeah, I would just a bunch of baloney. Shinobi Gaming's in the house. He says, "What's up, Corner Cave fam? What's going on, man? Welcome, welcome." Stupid Fat Hobbit says, "Doable license." Sorry, I couldn't see all these doable licenses for 2024 are Smash TV, Tekken, Track and Field, Cuber, Area 51, Off Road, Spy Hunter, Double Dragon, WWF WrestleMania, and Sunset Riders. Wow, that's a lot of titles. Do you like any of those titles?
I don't know what I've ever played them. Do we play Area 51? Well, Qbert for sure.
So our son played Area 51 at Up Down.
I don't think I got a chance to play that one. I think
it depends what else is on that cab because that's not bad.
WrestleMania would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Of course, 2-player. Okay, I would say Smash TV, Tekken, Qbert. Would Off-Road have Super Sprint? Was that the one? Super Sprint? The one I like? Would Off-Road have that? Because if they do, that's a must-have. Off-Road is fun. I played it a shit ton when I was a kid. I think everybody played that game when they were a kid. Sunset Riders, not really familiar with that one. WWF WrestleMania would be cool. Double Dragon would be cool, but it depends on what else is on that cabinet too. That'd be really fun. I think any new titles are going to be fun at the end of the day. Let me scroll down here. Console Fanboy says, dude, I remember you streaming for the first few days. You're such a pro now. You've come so far. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, was my first time rough? Was our first time kind of rough?
I was for sure. I still am.
I still feel rough, yeah. Super Fab, let's say I saw some Jurassic Park in here. Licenses not happening in 2024 are Donkey Kong, Afterburner, House of Dead, Daytona, Gauntlet, Dark Legacy. Ooh, that might be like something you play Gauntlet a lot. WWF WrestleFest. They just said WrestleMania, but WrestleFest. Okay. Star Wars Trilogy, Crazy Taxi, Jurassic Park, and Alien vs. Predator. I wish we could get some of these like cool kind of like super banger titles, but yeah, I would take like a Hydro Thunder. I would take a Jurassic Park for sure. I'd take a Star Wars Trilogy. I'll know that. Afterburner, I don't know if they can do that with like the cab design and stuff. I just don't think that that's possible. Daytona, House of Dead would be cool. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? You like Daytona House of Dead when we played it on the Switch.
That one was fun.
That was kind of fun.
Well, I played the arcade too. You keep reading that. That was like the one game that I got to play when we were in the arcade. That is very
true. We did play the arcade. You like had to like reload shooting off the screen kind of thing. Yeah, that was fun. Kevin Clausen makes a good point. He says, "Get rid of your fridge. You can put 2 more cabinets in there." You're not wrong, buddy. I do want to put the Atari pub table though in the kitchen. I think that'd be kind of cool. That's like the true definition of functional furniture. I think
the kids will mess with it. They climb on everything.
Well, I would. Yeah, you got to kick them down. You gotta be in charge for that one. Oh, let's see here. Skyhook says he was talking about the graphic design on Time Crisis in his example. Also, the multiple Arcade 1-Up logos. Yeah, less Arcade 1-Up logos on the arcade, the better. like on the Street Fighter Deluxe, they have it like perfectly in the center on the bezel. Just leave it there and that's it. I don't like the one that's like right up front here. It's too much. You don't need 17 arcade one-up logos. You don't even need 2 of them. It's just that's enough. Shinobi Gaming says, is there an MKXL coming out? If so, what artwork do you think they will go with? MK1, 2, or 3? I would love like an ultimate MK3 artwork XL. I think that's really cool. The purple looks fantastic. That would be really cool. Can you imagine a reverse printed acrylic marquee in that? That would be really dope. I think they're just going to do the one behind us, though, if I just get out of the way here. I think they're going to do that one as an XL. Council Fanboy says, Danny, if they release a claw machine, would you please smash it in a review? I'll pay for the machine. Yes, if you are going...
The kids would love that.
That's the hard
Not smashing it. They would love the claw machine.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. If they come out with a claw machine and you get it, we'll let the kids play with it, but we'll do a video of us throwing it off the balcony if you want. We'll just go smashing down. If you pay for it, we'll do it. But I'm not gonna do that. The kids would love a claw. Can you imagine like a real deluxe claw machine? Like that would be stupid because like I don't have any appeal of putting my own stuff in there unless it comes with prizes.
It's a kid
to
thing,
then
Daniel.
Pick it and like
for the kids.
Would we put it in the? You could put it in the dining room, like in the corner.
For the kids, and it's to like bring that arcade feel to it.
That would be very interesting. I would have to see it to believe it, kind of thing.
Don't be a buzzkill.
Well, Council Fanboy wants you to smash it. That's a buzzkill.
Council Fanboy wants to smash a lot of things.
Yeah, Paul Miniman says, my Fast and Furious cab has 6 freaking arcade one-up logos visible on the front. Pretty hilarious considering how poorly that cab went over. Let me count here. I see 1 in the marquee, 1 in the bezel marquee. There's 1 on the control panel, 1 in the front.
Great, this is going to drive them nuts.
Yeah, literally, there's 4 logos on that thing. Why is there so many logos on that thing? That's insane. Paul Miniman says,
oh my god,
yes,
the pedal has one too.
No, the pedal doesn't have one.
Also,
it does.
It does.
Well, it does, but it's like blacked out. Yeah, it's like insane. Like there's too many arcade one-up logos. We get it. Arcade one-up made it. You literally just need it. Like I can see in the marquee and just let it be. Like pick one spot and that's it. So like, it's on the bezel. Like just put it on the bezel if that's like the spot, and then just put it there. Or the control panel, that's fine. But I think just doing it on like the bezel, just subtle, small, not so big because it's bigger. It's really small and subtle on the Street Fighter Dynamo. But it's bigger on the Fast and Furious. But yeah, just small and subtle on the front and just let it be done with. But Paul Miniman says yes to an MK3 and XL. I would buy that all day long and twice on Sunday. Yeah, that would be a really, really cool cab. And Console Fanboy says deal. So it's a deal. If they ever come up with a claw machine, that would have been that box behind Cyrus when he first called it out. Yeah, I would buy any XL MK. I think a lot of people love that XL, man. I'm telling you. Let's see here. Paul Miniman said, yeah, don't forget the logo on the pedal. As a logo. That's weird. T-Prez says, I have a claw machine. It's more work than it's worth, but it's not fun winning prizes you put in there. Although company enjoyed it.
Yeah, see, it's not for you.
That's true. Okay, he's going to break it down for us. So we got one on the marquee, the bezel, the control panel, the kick panel, the coin door, the pedal. Okay, there is one on the coin door. Oh, so here, hold on. Let me recount this real quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 logos on there then. You're right. That's insane. I keep forgetting like the coin door. Yeah, that's insane. That is way too many logos. You could literally do it without them. You could just put it in the coin door and just be done with it. I think that would just be the subtle touch.
Too funny.
That's a lot. I don't know. All right, guys. We got anything else? You got anything, Miss Corner Game?
I don't.
Guys, I really appreciate you guys. Everybody checking out our channel tonight. Guys, if you haven't, give this video a like. Turn on notifications so you guys can see us when we go live and we post new content. We had a couple new Cornercade members joining the crew tonight, so that was really cool. But it was a good chance to open up to you guys. You know, we do our weekly show here. Let me know about the news if you haven't heard already. Spectate for MK coming, in early 2024. Our Time Crisis is on its way. So we'll see what happens here. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, helping us out, doing some cool giveaways. I'm going to be so excited to see when I get that box. Maybe should we open it live? Should we wait live and get that open? They get that genuine
Well, it depends
reaction.
on when it comes.
That's true.
Probably
That's true.
not, because you can't not open things.
Well, I waited for the Ghostbusters stuff that we got. That was fun opening
You were
that up.
working that day.
Well,
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
but I still
count.
opened it on stream. I could have waited. I could have done the no stream. Well, I could have streamed, but
We
then
literally
waited
streamed the second you walked through the door.
Yeah, that's how it happens sometimes. Okay, Console Fanboy has a cool question here. He says, "Do you miss a Casinocade? Would you get it honestly?"
I would not. I wasn't a fan, which is very interesting because I was very excited and I thought for sure I'd be able to talk you into getting it.
So what did you like
that was
about
the
it?
Goal. Brian was going to let us borrow his.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to not really like it, but I was going to work my magic and we are going to get it. And then it didn't work that way.
So what did you not like about it?
Oh gosh, I have to be back in the moment. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a fan of the games. I don't know. I thought they'd be a lot more fun.
Okay.
What did you love about it? Because you liked it.
Yeah, surprisingly, guys, I was like, this thing's kind of cool.
I know one thing. I didn't like that they didn't tell you what the answer was.
Oh yeah, like the puzzle
that
game
sucked.
when you let that. But maybe because then you could memorize all the puzzles because there's probably only a certain amount in there. But surprisingly, I thought it was kind of fun. Like it was something different. I think at like $2.99, $1.99 on a clearance sale kind of thing. Yeah, I'd scoop it up. Why not? Like it's kind of fun. But yeah, it wouldn't be something that that has no nostalgia for me whatsoever. But yeah, it's a cool cap. I was actually kind of impressed by it. I thought nothing of it when we got it and did the unboxing for you. I'm like, this is just a bunch of baloney. But like again, it wasn't targeted towards us. Yeah. But it was fun at the end of the day. I know people saying like the screen was a little too small. To me, it wasn't. It was. Could it be bigger? Yes.
Really, that's the one thing that I can say is the screen was not too small. Once you get it in person, it makes sense. I don't know. It doesn't need to be as big as we keep saying it does.
Yeah, Chris was saying. Now, I don't know for the mini games, like the solitaires and the poker, if you're touchscreening it, that could be a little bit small. But for the 4 main games, it was plenty big. Plenty big. Alkeda wants to know, is that a Chicago Bulls sweatshirt?
It says Chicago.
Nope, just says Chicago. That's it. Chicago. She doesn't like Bulls gear. Yeah, you're a Bucks fan. So, yeah. So that's pretty much kind of great job, Deluxe Diva. Let's go. Dre got your Deluxe Diva. Let's go. Yeah, see that.
A Casinocade, countercade.
No, that's a hard pass. Maybe have like a pull handle, but no, we don't need that. Or Partycade, that'd be kind of cool. You can have them all lined up, kind of thing. Yeah, so we were able to touch out on some cool stuff tonight, guys. If you don't have anything for us, I mean, we can put a pin in it. It's a pretty quick show for us. Usually these shows run a couple hours, which is insane. Excuse me, but it's going to be really interesting to see. We got some stuff lined up in the coming weeks. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to do the unboxing of Time Crisis. You'll get a review. I still got to put up a review for the Big Buck Hunter Pro. I've just been kind of like slacking with that. I'm so tired. Like sometimes I'm just exhausted, but I got to do a review for that. So look to see that on the channel. And then we'll always do, our shorts and stuff. So we got live unboxings, reviews, and then obviously our weekly show that we have going on for you guys. So stay tuned to us. We're going to come out with some more content. Love it. So we got Aunt Lucia's in the house and says, always catch the live stream on the tail end. Darn it. Anyways, wanted to say hi. Hey, how you doing? That's okay. You can always watch the replay. That's what we're here for. We always put it on there. Yeah, Big Toxin says Big Butt Hunter. Let's go. Yeah, Shinobi Gaming says Wheel of Fortune countercade would be cool with more games, though. Yeah, just switching up or something like that. Oh, Jason, you didn't have to do this. Jason is in the house. Dude, this has been a very, very cool show, guys. Jason has just gifted another 5 memberships to the Cornercade crew. So we got T. Prez, Paul Mindeman, Engras, Dale Beam, and Josh G. Welcome aboard as Cornercade crew members. That makes 10 more members, and we got to update our little scroller banner so we can add those names to it. We gotta add that for you.
And we're gonna add the pumpkins tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna add that tonight as well. I was always thinking about doing a live stream before the live stream, but sometimes we run out of time where we're just making it. to kind of give you guys some insight, but it would be like a separate stream. So I don't know how to really do that. Maybe I can do it on my phone or something. I'll have to figure that stuff out. Council Fanboy, thank you so much. It's a great show as usual. I mean, you guys want us to stay? I mean, we can stay for a few minutes. Nova Sonic's in the house. Let's go. That's right, buddy. Let's go. And then Paul Miniman give you a wild thanks for the membership. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Rangers saying Bulls and Air Jordan all day. Oh, man, you already know. So, Ezekiel, we got something in common. So, I'm all Chicago, man. I'm a Bulls fan, Blackhawks fan, Cubs fan, and Bears fan. I got all the jerseys. You got me, was it last year or the year before? That was the year before.
The Bulls jersey?
Yeah.
That was last year.
Okay, she got me a Jordan authentic Mitchell and Ness Chicago Bulls 1998 finals patch on it, and it goes great with my Bread 11s when I wear those together. It's like killer combo.
And you got
the Blackhawks one. Yep, I got a Patrick Kane with like the assistant.
Spoiled last year.
Oh yeah, it was pretty dope jerseys, man. But yeah, Chicago all the way, dude. Wild's in the house. I haven't seen you for a minute, but welcome back, man. He says, hey guys, on a quick break, work here. Saw you guys were just, so I throwing you a quick shout out. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. It's so cool, man. You're watching us on your break, having a sandwich. I absolutely love it, man. Super cool.
Sandwich? Are you having pizza?
I mean, I guess you could microwave some pizza. What are you having on your lunch, buddy? Let us know if you got time. Game Room Guru says, I would have probably done that for the Casino Cane if it weren't the Party Cade form factor. Okay. So some love to the Party Cades. Console Fanboy just said, dude, what if you don't like Time Crisis? Honey, what if you don't like Time Crisis?
That would be really sad. We didn't plan for that.
I'm
just trusting you.
You love Big Buck Hunter, though.
Oh, I love Big Buck, yeah.
It's hard. I know, guys, that like I'm so positive all the time, but it's like these are games at the end of the day, and we're having fun playing them. There's not really anything that could really, I mean, you'd have to have like a crap screen, a crap marquee, bad sound, the controls not feeling right when you're playing them. But I really want to know what the Time Crisis is like, how those guns feel. Do they make you tired with the recoil? It would have been really cool to see like an automatic recoil in those things. Does the pedal slide away from you when you're playing? You know, we're on carpet, so let's see what happens. Is the screen and screen height too small? I think those are going to be the bigger concerns. Are the games fun? I think they're going to be fun. Does the sound good? You don't want no big blue sound. Like, you want something that's a little bit immersive. Like, the Fast and Furious has great speakers on that thing. Even the new Street Fighter has pretty good speakers. Oh, yeah, I've said that before, Jason. I like Big Buck, and I cannot lie. Let's go. Yeah, that's really true, Council Fanboy. And it says, for that money, I hope you truly love it. Again, we sold one of our arcades to kind of chip away at that. We want to get to a point where, you know, we have all the equipment that we need. We bought another webcam, so you guys will be able to, because of your support on the channel, guys, we were able to get another webcam so you guys can see another angle for the unboxing. But I think once we're there with the equipment, I think we want to get like a desk and some chairs, because these chairs stink. Like, at the end of the day, like, we have a pillow underneath it. I think once we get like our setup kind of complete, I would love for people who are supporting the channel through donations, memberships, that we can start maybe getting cabs and start, you know, chipping away at doing that and making it so it's so much less cost efficient, because we're just in the same boat as you guys. We look for the sales. We don't want to overpay on something. I mean, when we were first starting out this hobby, we were always looking for the sales. And now we're at to a point where we're caught up to where it's like new releases, so there really isn't a sale. Yeah. That Street Fighter was dope when it came out for $100 off. I went live that day and said, guys, go get it off Amazon. We were kind of unsure, and then the breaking news hit like 30 minutes into the show saying like, hey, this is legit. It's coming from Arcade 1-Up. Like, I was like, dude, that's an awesome deal. And if they could do that $3.99 price point on any of the new Deluxe rehashes, I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful price point. Wild looks like he works third shift. He's scheduled till 3 a.m. Toxin's in the house. He's saying the recoil is mechanical, so over time the plastic will wear down and not work anymore. Well, yeah, we know that it comes with that little flicker switch that you're doing. Well, that kind of, I mean, that stinks. We don't want it to not work in the future, kind of thing. But yeah, I think you can always turn it off. But yeah, and Council Fanboy here, he actually played it, so he makes a good point, saying when I played B Kong's Time Crisis, I was surprised on how much I liked the feel of that gun, and that's what we were kind of talking about with the big buck hunter guns. I'm not going to take apart because I'm not B Kong here, and I want to break something. But I feel like in the stock of the shotgun, here I can just pull it out. It's right here. Might as well. I like to get hands on here. So this, this is awesome. Look at this. There's like a weight in here. 100%. There's gotta be because this thing feels good, and the little there's like a clicky. It feels good to hit the trigger. So I think they've improved these, and I think I'm going to like the weight of the Time Crisis gun because there was a weight in there. B Kong undid the gun, and he showed that there was a weight in there. It just looked like it would feel good. And I mean, Council Fanboy, you played it, so did you feel like your trigger finger was getting worn out? Just keep hitting it over time. But I think these games are fun. Like I took a gamble on Big Buck Hunter, and I was like, what's the worst that can happen? We just return it. And we love it. Like a Big Buck Hunter is a real surprise for us, and that's something again we got to put out a review for. But that was a really cool cabinet at the end of the day. The mini games. I mean, when we keep playing, we keep discovering new mini games. Like, oh, we haven't played this one before. What are we doing? And like, we're already playing. And like the gameplay itself, like you could keep playing that forever. There's endless replay ability to that. It saves the high scores. So even if you've been through everything, try to improve your high score. Try to just get a headshot on each animal to try to beat your high score that was before. Like that cabinet has endless replay ability, which is cool because then it doesn't get stale after a while. Mike Hawkers is in the house. Let's go, man. Using some corner kid emojis. Let's go. That's right, man. Thank you for stopping by. Chris said, man, I missed the Street Fighter Deluxe deal. Hopefully around Black Friday, there'll be some awesome ones. I'm sure
I have a feeling they're going to go right back to that $3.99.
I'm sure there's going to be some deals for sure. Yeah, Chris, what were you doing, man? Were you sleeping? Because that was a hell of a deal. They had the Galaga Deluxe that was there, the Street Fighter Dynamo, two really cool cabs. The Galaga I would have jumped at a heartbeat, but I got the Street Fighter instead, and I'm kind of running. We're kind of reaching our max here on as far as money to pay for the cabs here. But we have a class of 81 that's got the half of it is the Miss Pac-Man and half of it's Galaga, so it's kind of like a rehash and repeat. We have the Dig Dug cab, so there wasn't much value in that. We just sold Yoga Flame and made the switch to the new Dynamo style because I really wanted to check out that new body style, and it's really cool. It's a really cool form factor. Oh yeah, and see, Council Fanboy said he had a really fun time playing Time Crisis, and he hated T2. That was kind of like our boat too. I think we're gonna have fun with that. I think it's gonna be really cool. Kevin Clausen can read your mind. Are you starting to be tired?
I'm in pain.
She's fighting through it. She's a tough warrior. She is in pain. Look at Toxin said there's like a clicky. That's right. There's a clicky.
Technical term.
It's definitely a technical term. Mike Hawker says, you want to read this while I take a sip here?
Oh boy. Ocean State Job Lot, I don't know what that is, had free Arcade 1-Up stools last week bundled with $50 gift cards. I missed this deal, but hoping it will pop up again. I got the Defender Partycade there free a few weeks back.
That's insane.
What
is that? Really cool.
What's Ocean State Job Lot?
I don't know. Sounds like a
wonderful place to be.
Bootleg place. Yeah. Just giving stuff out for free. That's dope. Toxin, you want us to put a pin in it? I was like, hey, we can save me. He's like, hey, put a pin in it. I'm on the modding stuff. Like, screw that. That's funny. Dre God says the Big Buck Hunter Deluxe guns are improved. I had a feeling. Why didn't they say that in the description, like on the box? Hey, new and improved guns. Weighted. This, that, and the other. Like, why not advertise that? Some of these features they just kind of fly under the radar with and don't really say anything. That would have been huge for people. Mike Hawker says, any word if Best Buy will get the new Street Fighter cab? I usually wait to get everything in-store pickup. I picked up Golden TXL last week. The box is in the game room waiting for assembly. Mike Hawkers, let's go, dude. That's super cool. You'll have fun with it. The screen kind of sucks, so if you're good at modding or anything, I would highly recommend replacing it. But the games are super fun. The bowling, you'll play that more than anything probably, so that's super cool. I don't know if they're going to get that. You know, these cabinets are going all over the place. You would think, hey, they just release it and everybody gets it, but they're kind of just doing their own thing, and it depends if Best Buy wants to pick it up or not. So I don't know. Right now, I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but it might be, you know, in the future. Who knows?
So it's like a Big Lots. So Ocean State Job Lot is kind of like Ollie's Big Lots type store.
We got to get to an Ollie's to get that Atari pub table for $2.99.
They're gonna be all sold out by the time we get there.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, I think that's it. We had a great show tonight. Lots of cool things. There's a lot of cool things coming to the channel, guys, so just be patient, wait. I'm very excited. I got a smile so hard on my face going ear to ear. Can't say anything now because it's all surprises, guys. So let's go. Keep tuning in. Keep supporting us because we love you guys just as much as you love us. You know, bring the chat down here real quick. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Guys, please give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Like, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us so much to support our channel and to keep reaching our goals, so where we want to be and grow as a whole channel. So from us to you, Katie, got any last words?
Good night.
Do you ever have any last words?
It's always
You're
good
just
night.
like, see ya and so long, suckers. Like, really appreciate you guys from coming out. We will see you guys next week. Tune in for some future Cornercade content, guys. We love you. Peace, love, and happiness. And we'll see you in the next one.